Well, look who's here. You're just in time for another travel adventure.
We're in Japan!
We have 14 days to see everything we can possibly see in Japan.
One of my newfound favorites is sake ice cream.
Yes!
Not to be too cocky about this, but we think we stand a great chance of getting a lot done. After all, we explored a fair amount of Seoul, South Korea in just 3 days.
We stumbled on a gold mine. It is so cool.
If you missed our adventure in Seoul, just look in the description below for a link to that travel video and just go ahead and catch up. We're Wendy and Lawrence, and we love to travel. From hiking glaciers in Iceland
So how was your first glacier walk?
It was good.
to swimming with whale sharks in the Maldives, we're working hard to check items off our travel bucket list. And we want you to join us in our travel adventures, so we'll give exact locations of everything we visit using custom maps, grid coordinates, and what 3 words. We even let you know how much everything costs. And of course, travel tips to make everything that much easier.
You're gonna have crowds. Take the shots where you can.
Now, where were we in Japan?
Yeah, we left Seoul this morning and we arrived in
Kyoto.
around lunchtime.
Yes.
And we've actually checked in and now we're out. And we're at...
Nishiki Market. It was just a short walk from our hotel.
Yeah, actually this was one of the first places that the nice lady who checked us in said you need to come and visit.
We're staying in the northern part of Kyoto at the Hilton Garden Inn, and it's only a meandering 8-block walk to Nishiki Market. Starting as a fish and meat market in the year 782, cold groundwater and being close to the Kyoto Imperial Palace made it very popular at the time. The modern-day Nishiki Market has evolved into a narrow, 5-block long shopping street, lined by more than 100 shops and restaurants. Packed with tourists, it's known locally as Kyoto's Kitchen.
Yes. And we have been slowly making our way through the market. Slow because we keep stopping and taking a lot of pictures and video, but also eating and drinking our way down because everything looks amazing.
We're only a few restaurants into the market when we came across this delicious-looking stop. I mean, how can we say no?
Is that good? Yeah? What did you put on it?
I put on, I'm assuming Japanese mayonnaise and lemon juice.
Oh.
Was that huge?
It's the shrimp?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And they don't just serve that incredible shrimp, but also the world-famous Kobe beef.
Kobe beef with wasabi.
Wendy is definitely our culinary expert. What does she think about it?
Oh my God.
It's good, right?
It's like melts in your mouth. Good.
Then we did the sushi.
Oh my God. It was various different levels of tuna. So it was your normal tuna, then it went into just more fatty and more fatty. It's called toro when it's pretty fatty. And we just gorged ourselves on that.
Good. Really?
Literally melt in your mouth.
patrol streets drive to the market, and these are certainly used by the local traffic, so make sure to look both ways before crossing when making your way through the market.
And then we just had a bunch of fried stuff on the stick.
We just had a lot of tempura, a lot of it different and unusual. So we had lotus root, which you did not like, but I did. They did asparagus wrapped in bacon. I mean, what's not to like there? They did camembert.
Okay. What else do we want? What is up here?
If you've ever joined us for a travel adventure, you know we order a lot of food. Haven't hung out with us before? Click the subscribe button below so you never miss a travel adventure.
How good that is.
I'll get it. One Yakult.
And they just had so much more. We washed it down with a Japanese beer.
So we finally decided to go all in and get some Torii beer. It's premium malt.
Do you intend to drink all of that?
My wife, when the camera stops, my wife will down that like a rock star because that's what she does with all the alcohol.
Liar, liar, pants on fire.
And it was perfect to wash down all the fatty fried stuff.
The fatty. And so now we are looking for dessert as we make our way through the market.
So why don't you come and join us as we go in and try to press some dessert and make this very first day here end with a bang.
By the way, what's the strangest food you've ever ordered when traveling? Let us know in the comments below.
What do you have there, baby?
So we tried to get this in Seoul at Gwancheon Market, but we lost our vendor and couldn't find him.
He closed on us.
Yes, after we, circumnavigated the market 3 or 4 times looking for him.
Easily.
Yeah. Anyhow, they have it here. So it's deep fat fried, and it's got different fillings in it. So we got the one with custard. Super hot right now. I don't know when we can eat it. And then I got for you the one that's chocolate chip. See, look, you see, we got a cute little Snoopy.
And they're shaped like who?
They're shaped like Snoopy.
Snoopy. And that's got a Woodstock on there.
Yes. Isn't he cute?
Yeah.
So, anyhow, they're really, really hot, and in Japan you can't walk and eat. So we're sitting here, and we're waiting for it to cool off so that we can eat it.
So there's 2 things. You can't walk and eat, and the garbage cans are only where they're serving the food.
Yes.
So if you walk past where they're serving the food, you've got no garbage can.
Yes.
And we've discovered that several times on our trip.
With dessert firmly under our belt, time to head back to the hotel. What do you say we walk along the busier, more modern high street? We're rested and ready for a new day when we come across one of Japan's famous vending machines.
What's in there?
Oh, so this is your Suntory, that beer we had last night. They obviously make water, so they must be a very large company.
We really don't need anything, and quite frankly, don't have time to linger too long. It's time for an adventure.
So it's our first full day in Japan, in Kyoto, and we're leaving the town. That's right, we're gonna go up to Himeji Castle. It goes back to basically the 1300s. It's gonna be a really, really awesome day.
Using our travel tip from our time in Seoul, we're using Google Maps to navigate our way to Himeji Castle. We'll talk more about Google Maps in just a minute. First, we're gonna enjoy something synonymous with Japan. Yep, we're going on a bullet train today.
Our train is next. Are you excited?
Very excited. I've been wanting to do a Shinkansen, even though they're a little bit more expensive. When I say a little bit more expensive, very expensive.
But they look super cool.
They look very cool. So you've already filmed it.
Yes.
How many times?
Takes a total, the train took a total of 42 seconds to pull the entire train from the front driver dude all the way to the caboose guy. 42 seconds. And it's a long train. So yeah.
I feel like if there's drivers, both drivers at the beginning of the caboose, because it just goes back and forth.
We'll see you on board.
Officially called Shinkansen, the bullet train connects distant Japanese regions with Tokyo, Japan's capital, and it's a tourist attraction in its own right. Total journey is 1 hour and 25 minutes, taking us through cities, local neighborhoods, and beautiful Japanese countryside. The last bit of transportation is by bus, but not just by any bus.
On the cute little Himeji Castle loop bus.
And after a morning of the most interesting and certainly relaxed traveling, we're at Himeji Castle. Dating back to 1333, the castle has enjoyed numerous renovations over the centuries. Around the early 1600s, the 3-story castle keep was added and remodeled, giving the castle its dominant presence it's known for. And the Castle Keep is our first stop today. You might hear the castle referred to as the White Egret Castle or the White Heron Castle because of its brilliant white exterior and supposed resemblance to a bird taking flight. Himeji Castle is the largest and most visited castle in Japan, so yeah, you should expect crowds. I hope there are no attacks on the castle today. The weapon rack is looking a little bare. And if you want to see what it looked like in days gone past, there's a huge model showing the province the castle protected.
So that is the inside of the castle. It's
The
really
main
nice.
keep.
Yeah, the main key. A couple of things. If you were going to include this on your tour, just know in advance. They ask you to take your shoes off, which means you're carrying them around in a carrier bag, a plastic bag the whole time, which is fine, except it makes logistics a little bit awkward when you're trying to line up that perfect shot, which, by the way, you're not going to get in there because there are so many people and it's such a small place. You're going to have other people in your pictures, and you probably won't even get the nice shot that you're looking for. Although Wendy's got the patience of a saint, and she managed to get in the line and actually give pointers to the people in front and behind her, because that's who Wendy is.
Well, I tend to be a little faster because I'm just doing photography, whereas he's doing the video. So I had plenty of time to wait. But we just learned that you might want to actually come to the main keep first if you get here in the morning, because it gets so crowded they stop having people in. Once you come into the keep, though, it's one way only. You can't backtrack. So once you're in, take your time, take your photos, take your video and stuff. But now that we're down, we will go back and explore the rest of the very extensive grounds.
So if you recognize this castle, it's because you probably saw it in James Bond, You Only Live Twice.
We'll also need a company of first-rate men. Do you have any commandos here?
I have much, much better. Ninjas. Top secret, Bolsan.
They filmed the ninja scene here, which is typecasting, I realize, but it was made in the 1970s, so we'll give them a break on that. And The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise was also filmed here. And
I like that movie.
Finally, true story, the one thing that made me think maybe I would date an Asian at some point in my life is I was 14 years old when Shogun with Richard Chamberlain hit the TV screen.
You're dating yourself, baby.
And that was filmed here too. So this is probably the most oldest studio set in the world. I guess
that.
the pyramids. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's see what else is around here.
Alrighty.
As you leave the castle keep, make sure to check out all the cool architecture and all the smallest details. And I wonder how long this lemon tree's been here. Not far from the castle keep are the residences. Not only are they less crowded than the keep itself, it's amazing to see what life was like back then. Beautiful Japanese gardens can be found a quick 5-minute walk away. Called Kokoen Gardens, we've been told is considered one of the nicer gardens you can tour in Japan. Well, they certainly have a lot of koi fish. And as we leave, we see the cutest thing. No, not this gentleman, but these puppies. There are restaurants directly across the street from the garden and the castle, so you can sit back and have lunch with the best view ever. We probably wouldn't recommend this restaurant though.
It's another beautiful day in Japan, and we think we have nailed the transportation system here.
Yes. So I spent an hour last night trying to figure out how to get here, Googling, because I mistrusted Google Maps. So trust Google Maps.
To the letter, to the time, to the step, Google Maps got us here.
Google Maps was one of our travel tips from our Seoul trip, but we can't tell you how incredible the smartphone app is and definitely deserves a mention again. It details the train lines by name and their designated color, when to catch the next train, and for those detail-minded travelers, yes, I'm looking at you, it lists and keeps track of all the stops along the way. It even tells you which platform you need to be at and just how busy the train is going to be. Yeah, I know, right? In this case, it even gave us the bus information to travel from the train station to Nara Park. Fair to say, Google Maps was our best travel buddy ever in Japan. Sorry, honey.
So, we're going to kick off our day in Nara. And Nara was one of the first preset capitals of Japan. Before Nara, whoever was emperor would say, the capital of Japan's going to be here now. But when Nara came along, they said, no, this is going to be pretty much it. And actually, Nara was the first place that they started to establish what we now know as the Japanese culture. Now, here's the weird thing. It only lasted 75 years, yet it had so much of an impact. And one of the things that we're going to see that had the impact is the temple. And how do you pronounce it?
Totojai.
Totojai, we think.
It's either Totojai or Totoji.
So this is supposed to be a superb and sensational representation of what Japan used to look like when things were big. Statues, temples, you're going to see today. It's pretty darn crazy, pretty darn beautiful, and we're going to be followed by deer everywhere we go.
Yes, and as soon as we stepped on the grounds, I stepped right in deer poo.
Yeah.
Very exciting.
Which means she's going to be the lucky person today.
Making our way through several gates, each guarded by imposing statues, and past beautiful traditional decor, we reach the main attraction, the Great Buddha Hall. This is the world's largest bronze statue of Buddha Vairocana. Everywhere you turn, this hall easily earns its title of great. Making it even greater, this hall features Buddha's nostril. We kid you not. This pillar has a hole at its base that's said to be the same size of one of the great Buddha's nostrils. Legend has it that those who pass through the hole will be blessed with enlightenment for a long and healthy life.
That was tight.
Hey! You did it 1.5 times.
Wishes could be made by writing on and placing small wooden plaques on this wall. Who are we to let this pass by?
I'm going to put W and L on here.
Well, that was awesome.
Oh, I don't care if it's touristy or not, it was so amazing. The scale is just crazy. In fact, while we were in there, some bigwigs, I don't know if they're business or political, were actually allowed up onto the big Buddha by a monk. They were there forever, and I kept taking pictures just to show the sheer scale of this huge statue. Actually, lots of statues, not just one.
2 tips on this if you're going to go in. You're going to need to acknowledge that people are going to walk in front of your photographs. It's going to happen. They're going to come in front of your camera. You're in a temple, for heaven's sake, so keep it calm. And the other thing is, even with that in mind, people will try to be respectful. And it's definitely a place of serenity, I think. It's nice.
Yes, I was very impressed. There was a ton of school tours here.
Yes.
And they were very, very either apologetic, moved out of the way, just very well behaved. I was so impressed.
So here's a peek behind the scenes. The bit where Wendy goes through the nostril of Buddha
And found enlightenment.
which lasted about 2 minutes, but that's aside. She had to do it twice because me, the videographer of the group, forgot to press the button.
And I wasn't sure that I could go back, and at one point I wasn't sure if I could go forward, so I thought I might actually be stuck.
And that's where I'm saying that people were nice in there because everyone just laughed and let you come out and go back in. There was no rolling of the eyes or tutting. Hey! You did it 1.5 times. All right, so now we're going to explore the rest of the grounds with you.
There are quite a few stores as you leave the Totojai Temple. There are also a lot of very friendly deer just wandering around. These fearless animals are known as the bowing deer of Nara because they'll bow to you for a treat.
So what do you have there, young lady?
I have deer crackers. I didn't realize how many I was going to get.
Yeah, are we taking some deer home with us? Is that what we're doing?
We are, so we need to be strategic. We need to find some deer sort of by ourselves and that have a pretty backdrop whilst we're dealing with them.
This looks like a nice backdrop. And here are some deer. This is going pretty well. Wait, where did all these deer come from?
Biting me. Okay, let's go.
Let's try this again. Nice backdrop, only one deer, but a lot of tourists. And this deer is a slow eater. Third time's the charm.
Bow.
Come in,
Bow. There you go.
No, stop eating my clothes.
Speaking of three, we think we can handle this many deer.
I need to hold on to all my clothes.
Bow.
You just keep trying to eat my clothes, babe.
That's how you do it. All right, now how do we fit these three in our suitcase? Yeah, that's it. That's all we got.
All
There
right,
you go.
wow. That's the way it is. Easy come, easy go.
Oh.
Just beyond the shops is this very cool restaurant, just tucked away.
So, it's the first place where we've had to eat, where we take off our shoes.
Well, it's probably a good thing considering we have deer poop on them.
We, Kimasabi?
Well, have you actually checked yours? Deer
Nice.
poop. You do? I didn't even catch that.
Well, look at this. We get our own private dining area, and check out the view. No, it's not your imagination. Our food is definitely moving. Cooking your food while it's still alive is sort of a thing in Japan. This aside, how gorgeous is this presentation?
Good.
We did mention we order far too much food on our travel adventures, right? But we have left room for dessert, and to help us with this is this cute cafe, actually physically attached to the restaurant we just left.
So, not only did we have sake at lunch, we get to have sake with our ice cream.
Well, you.
I am loving this country, by the way. I may not leave. So here it is. So here's our ice cream. This is the sake. Oh, I'm wasting sake.
Yeah, you're wasting sake, baby.
I know.
I think. There you go. There you go.
And then this they gave to Wendy
It's adorable.
because she's adorable, and they're like, she gets.
We can't thank these two lovely ladies enough for finishing our time in Nara in the best and nicest way possible. You know it's another day in Japan because it's time to catch another train. We're heading to Sanbon Torii Gates today, so it's just a short trip.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today is Inari Day.
Yes.
We're going to be doing these things right here.
Yes. That with 10,000 of our best friends.
Yes, who we actually took the train here with. It was
Yes.
nice. It was really nice. So we're showing you a lot of Buddhist temples, shrines, gates, things like that. The reason is 67% of Japanese citizens identify themselves as Buddhists. So it's definitely the predominant religion here. But the nice thing is, we get stuff like that to look at. So this is going to be an exciting day. Now it's a little cloudy today. We do have a chance of rain,
Yes.
but
It's
we're
supposed to
excited.
also be warm. It's supposed to get up to 70 degrees.
With humidity in the 80% range. It's going to get a little toasty.
The Torii Gates are part of the Fushimi Inari Shrine, which has been here since the year 711. It's the most important of several thousands of shrines dedicated to Inari, who's the god of rice. Since we love to explore absolutely everything, let's look around the shrines before heading up the mountain through the thousands of Torii Gates. Do you like to take your time exploring? Let us know how you travel in the comments below. Here's a handy map of where we're going. Question is, how do you fit it in your pocket? There's a path that takes you up the mountain through the gates and another to bring you back down.
This is super cool. Actually, we need to turn around and look at it this way because you can see the writing. That is super cool.
Fortunately, the walk is broken up by areas filled with shops and rest areas. And even more things to crawl through for the sake of tradition and luck.
Do you feel enlightened?
No, that's not enlightened. That's about prosperity. And
Do you feel richer?
business.
Check your pockets right now. Any more money?
No.
Because you can go through again.
If you're wondering how so many gates manage to look so good, it all comes down to constant hard work. And it's certainly worth it.
Full disclosure, I was wrong. This is not a Buddha temple. This is a Shinto temple.
And what's the difference?
The difference is, thank you for asking, my wife made me look it up because I was very, very curious. The difference is Shinto basically pray to deities, whilst Buddhism pray for enlightenment. Everyone, it's not just the Buddha religion that has the fox as a good luck charm, which is why you're seeing foxes absolutely everywhere.
Ah.
Yeah, so
Tip of the day, this is actually open 24 hours. So you can come super early in the morning before 7 a.m. and pretty much have it to yourselves. Or you'll have less crowds after 2 when all the day trippers have come and gone. But also, you should come at night because they do light up all of the gates. So that is probably going to be beautiful as well.
nice tip. Well done.
This mountain is not going to walk itself, you know. So time to press on. Aside from stores, the upward walk is also broken up by hidden hamlets, each with their own character and secrets.
Well, we made it, sort of.
We have a gorgeous view of Kyoto, but we did find, as I was following this woman, that we didn't actually make it to the top,
Right.
where there's an even better view.
Right.
But considering it's extremely overcast, we think that this is as far as we're going to go up.
We think it's good. So we have a really good tip in between the last time we spoke and now,
Yes.
which is,
So off the beaten path,
yes,
which we laugh when we say that because it is actually on the map. But there is a section where you will actually make a right and go up some stairs, and you will see just a huge number of shrines.
yeah,
They are beautiful and breathtaking. We do have to remember that it is a burial site, so
Right.
we should treat it with respect.
keep your voices low.
Yes, but it was spectacular and gorgeous. And then we found some wildlife.
First, it was a ginger cat. There's a joke there somewhere, but I can't think of it right now. First of all, there was a ginger cat. And then all of a sudden, this gentleman who was going through and paying respect to each different altar suddenly brought out this cat food. And then another cat came out, disappeared up the hill, and that's where you saw the huge reed forest.
Yes,
Right,
bamboo forest.
Bamboo forest. So you want to keep going. That's what we're saying about this thing. You think you're at the end. You just keep going, and there's more. And then as we were coming back from the bamboo forest, he was feeding a crow, and the crow would come down and sit on the ledge.
Although we did hear a Japanese tourist mention that crows are actually bad luck.
Yeah.
But it was very fun to watch them.
It's this thing is just nuts. Beautiful. They do tell you to watch out for monkeys.
We haven't
but
seen one
We
yet.
haven't seen any monkeys. So, all right. Well, this was good. Good job, baby. Good find. Well done. All right. We'll see you down at the bottom.
Heading back down takes you through new sights and, for the tourists amongst us, new shops. This store is busy, and it's not surprising really. You can find your fortune in a kitsune or a fox. They come in all sorts of languages too.
English.
And they're so cute, Wendy has to buy one for herself.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
And no matter which way you leave the shrine, there are a lot of places to shop, snack, and eat. Both savory and sweet.
What you got? What you got there, little girl?
It's candied strawberries.
Really?
I mean, I have no idea what they're candied with, but they look good.
They're dripping.
They don't really smell. Oh.
Is that hard candy? Oh yeah, look, it's crackling. You like?
Oh yeah. That's good. So glad we got that. I'm gonna have the rest of this, and then you can have one.
Okay. Good, huh?
What's not to like?
We didn't film the awkward bit of me taking it off the stick, but it is good, right? I mean, the strawberry is very fresh inside. I mean, as fresh as you can find.
And then a
And you got like the
crunchy
hard
sugar.
It's
cider.
sugar. That's all it is, right? It's sugar. It's nice. It's nice. It really is.
Good.
Maybe we're on a sugar high or just want to travel some more on the incredibly cute local rail systems. But we're not ready to slow down. The local railway is modern but traditional, all at the same time. So we're going to head north to Kyoto's Geisha district, called Gion. And even better, this takes us closer to our hotel. Gion feels like the less modern, more traditional part of Kyoto. with many suburban temples and all. We no sooner make it to the Geisha district when we see what we think is a genuine geisha. Tourists are discouraged from harassing these women who perfected the Japanese art of conversation and hosting. You also need to be careful of where you take pictures or videos. Shooting down the wrong street could get real expensive very quickly. Besides, there are so many amazing sights to capture in this area. Make sure to head down the side roads for some more traditional neighborhoods. You might even get to see a rickshaw in action.
Very nice. You want to wave?
Or people dressing in traditional clothes.
I'm videoing. Yeah. Yeah. Video. Yeah. So you don't have to hold your breath. You can just do whatever you like.
Oh, they want a picture taken with me. That's cool. We'll finish off the night here in a cute little sidebar tasting sake and Japanese whiskey. And yes, we did take our shoes off for this. Gion is one of those areas you just need to wander and explore. We ended the day with a late night snack of Japanese pastries from a cute little place in the underground, or the subway, on the way back to the hotel. Yep, just another incredible day in Japan.
And 10 chocolate, 10 custard.
Nice.
Coming up next time, we visit Golden Palaces, venture into the beautiful countryside, take one of these for a test ride, get hands-on and in tune in a hidden temple. And for the first time ever on Love to Travel, we chat with other tourists.
So what are your names? Irene?
Janet.
Janet. So you're both from LA?
We head to rustic Takayama to learn some ancient ways.
Yes!
And we even get to monkey around. If you can't wait for any of those, don't worry. We have another travel adventure for you right here. Make sure you don't miss another travel moment by subscribing to this YouTube channel. If you click the bell icon, you'll be notified as soon as we publish a new travel adventure. Not only does this help us, it makes it much more fun to have you along. Until next time, my friend, travel well and be safe.